Hello, yes, thank you very much for tuning in. So today I'm going to be looking at the Oxfam UK website to see what they're selling their records for. But before I do that, I'm going to just show you this record here. So I'm going to start all of my videos with, some of my favorite records from my own collection. This is Klemperer conducting Mozart's 29th and 41st Symphony. It's one of my favorite Mozart records. It is mono. It's vintage Klemperer with the vintage Philharmonia, recorded in the 50s. Really good pace and energy to the music. I've noticed that a lot of conductors, as they get older, they slow down, like Karajan, for example. The energy is gone. The life is really gone for the music. But, Klemperer is a fair old age here. But he's really got the energy going with this music, and I think it's probably his best performance of these two symphonies. So anyway, I would recommend that if you happen to see it around. 33CX 1257, this one is. Okay, so let's have a look then at the Oxfam website. So I've done it on most expensive item comes first. So let's have a look. We've got the Nozze di Figaro. We've got the classic Eric Kleiber set, stereo, and the SXL. It's a 4-disc set in a box. I'm not sure if there's a wallet edition of this. I'm not sure. I know that with the Magic Flute, for example, the one with Carl Boehm conducting, there's a wallet, and there's also a box set. I believe the wallet came first, the red wallet. So let's have a look at the label here. Well, I know that the first pressing of this record is a pancake because, it's one, I think, with a groove on the outer edge, and this looks to me like the second edition of this particular record, with the groove here well inside. Original recording by. So this is not the earliest possible pressing. £600. If it was early and if it was a EX condition, then that would probably be quite a good price. Let's have a look at the details. Let's have a look. With insert, vinyl looks mostly clean with some hairline marks. That doesn't sound promising. All sides play well with only very occasional surface noise, crackled click. If I was selling a set of this value, I'd have to listen through it all the way from start to finish, which for me is not a problem because I'm a Mozart fan anyway. I would probably listen to it while I'm working. And yeah, so I doubt really whether they've listened to the whole thing. They've probably lowered the needle. They've lowered the stylus on the side once or twice, playing through any troublesome looking marks. They've put down all the matrix numbers. I'm not really that good with matrix numbers. I know that with Decca SXLs, some collectors look out for matrix numbers. Maybe it's I don't know. Any of you guys good with matrix numbers? What does this tell you? So, and then there's not really any other information, really. It doesn't say when the set was listed, so we don't know how long it's been there. With those hairline marks and very occasional surface noise, I don't know. I think that's, I don't know. I think it's a little bit expensive. I think maybe 400 would be a better price to move that one. Okay, let's see what else there is. All right, we've got Jennifer. Oh, wait a minute. Something's happened here. Let's have a look. Price, high to low. No, something's gone wrong. Format. What? Oh dear. Vinyl. Now, this is a problem. Format, hardback. What's going on? I don't like it when search engines don't work. So something's gone wrong here, but most of the items are still there. Annie Fisher, £500. For solo piano, that sounds to me like a lot of money. It's a blue silver. What do they say? Cover and disc near mint condition, slight wear. Let's see what the jacket's like. Not bad. It's a little bit dirty on the back. It's got the original sleeve, of course. And okay, near mint. I don't know, £500. I've lost touch with some of these. I mean, a solo piano to fetch £500. I don't know. That does sound expensive. Now, Rosalind Turek. In the 90s, when I was selling this set, it 2-disc set would be about £120. I see now it has gone up quite a bit, but still £400 for a 2-record set. I had a look on eBay. I've seen some examples of it selling for around 250 to 300, 2 discs. They photographed it very well here. They've put, you know, both sides. I like the fact that the inner sleeves are there. It looks nice and clean. It looks like it could be in good condition. There's a sticker there which isn't really too much of a problem. Who's put that gift aid sticker on the back? Shame on you, Oxfam. You shouldn't be putting stickers on, you know, records like this. There's a sticker mark here on the top left. It looks like somebody tried to remove a sticker and they've damaged it. I'll do a video on how I remove stickers. So yeah, I think that's a bit much there, 400. I think that more like 250 would be right. Very good condition. I don't know what they mean by that. VG plus or VG is not really good condition. The discs are in very good condition with a hairline scratcher on side A and B and a couple of potentially audible scratches on side D. You see, they don't know, they haven't played through them. I mean, for this price, they should really be playing through them. I wouldn't touch this record. That's suspicious. I don't know what guarantee Oxfam do. I guess they do returns, but there's the Archduke Trio, the Oistrakh Trio. That is a great record. You know, I suppose if that at 380, I suppose that if it's in EX condition, well, they've said EX plus condition. Cover has small marks. See picture. Yeah, I mean that might be worth the money. You know, chamber music with the Oistrakh Trio playing arguably the greatest piano trio ever composed is it's got to be worth going for. I'm not too sure about the condition. The laminate seems to be coming away. I don't like that. The back of the jacket is just acceptable. I don't like it when I see laminate coming away. That does tend to be the case. There's not really much you can do about that. And yeah, so anyway, yeah, the laminate is coming away. That would put me off slightly. See what else we've got. We've got Starker here. A couple of Bach suites, 350. That seems like a lot of money for that, 350. And another one here, 300. I'm not too sure what they go for. You know, yeah, I've not looked that one up to see what it, I mean, it used to go for around about 150 when I was selling them in the 90s. So I suppose that may well be about right, £300. There are no stereos of those, of course. Elman Encores, that used to go for good money. Even in those days, that would go for about £400 or £500. So what's wrong with it that it's only going for 300? The vinyl is in EX condition. The quality of our hi-fi makes us reticent to play it. Yeah, well, that's not a very good excuse, is it? As with every record, it would be probably benefit from a professional clean. The cover is VG minus. I don't like the sound of that. The labels are clean with no spindle marks. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's not a good condition. I'm not sure if there's a gold on orange here, whether this is the early. Probably not. No, LXT 5304. I think probably this is the early one. But let's have a look at the jacket. The jacket's okay at the back. That's okay. I'm not bothered about that. A little bit of Prit, I can stick that down. Yeah, no, that's acceptable. No, the main thing here would be the quality of the playback, because on those LXTs I often find playback is absolutely abysmal, and quite often the more valuable the record is, the worse the playback is as well. So, well, if that's in good, excellent condition, I think Treat 320 is actually okay for that. I think that is actually not a bad price, providing that is the early pressing. Okay, Elman was a fabulous violinist, I must admit. I heard his he did a disc of the Kreutzer in the Spring Sonata, which is superb. Okay, now there's another one. Yeah, I wanted to look at this one. One of you left a comment asking me to look at this and evaluate it. So let me just. So we got the great Marg Mozart. Marg and Mozart are a great combination on Decca. They always sell for big money. There's the Symphony Number 38, and I believe the Clarinet Concerto, and the Serenata Notturna record is. I mean, I love that cover. It's. Let's have a look at the jacket. Well, there's a bit of a tear here on the top left-hand corner. It's not too bad though. That's kind of acceptable. Slightly tatty. Good to see the inner sleeves. Yeah, that can be stuck down. I'm not too worried about that. The main thing I don't like to see is parts missing out of the jacket. If it can be kind of repaired and stuck down without noticing too much, it's okay. The front of the jacket looks a little bit tatty. Top left-hand corner here doesn't look too good, but that would just about be good enough to grace a collection, maybe for £200. That, I mean, I know that if that jacket, there's a sticker there and somebody's written on it as well, which sort of reduces the value of it. 200 is not a bad price, I'd say, for this, depending on the record, how the record plays. Let's have a look. Very good copy, etc. The disc has some marks on side A which cause some pops, but is otherwise in great condition. Well, that's a red flag straight away. It depends on how bad it is. I mean, some pops, what does that mean? If it's a mark and it can be seen, some pops could mean, you know, like 10 revolutions with a pop on every revolution. That wouldn't be acceptable. Yeah. I don't know. That's a bit of a red flag there. That's the problem with some of these valuable records. If you were there, you could ask that to be played, but when you're paying that amount of money, it's a lot of trouble to get it through. I look for red flags, and I've found actually eBay sellers are quite good. Most eBay sellers, they're getting better at evaluating records and the condition. I've not really had any problems. Just one, that's all. Okay, well look, I've gone through it. I'm surprised there are not more interesting items at the top end, given that Oxfam have got hundreds of shops all over the country, and they're obviously feeding in anything they get to the mail order section to pull the best possible prices. I'm surprised there are not more interesting items. I've been through quite a few pages. A lot of it is quite run-of-the-mill stuff. So let me know if you've used Oxfam before. I know they also sell on eBay, so I've not bought anything from them, but I might do. Okay, that's all for now. Hope that was helpful. Goodbye.